Hello and welcome to English for a Better World.
This is the podcast for learners who want to speak English with more confidence and more joy. My name is Maury, and I'm here to help you speak English more naturally. Step by step, day by day, I speak slowly and clearly so you can understand and repeat after me. The big question. Today, I want to ask you a very important question, not about grammar, not about vocabulary, a deeper question. Why do you want to learn English? Pause for a moment. Think about it. Why English? Why now? Why are you here? Write your answer in the comments. Share your goal with me. Common problem. Many people say, I want to learn English, but they don't know why. And when you don't have a clear reason, it's easy to stop. You feel tired, you feel busy, you feel shy, and slowly you give up. Not because you are lazy, not because you are bad at English, but because you don't have a clear goal. Goal versus dream. Let me tell you something important. A dream is not a goal. I want to speak English fluently is a dream. A goal is clear. A goal is personal. A goal has meaning. For example, I want to speak English so I can travel alone. I want to speak English so I can get a better job. I want to speak English so I can talk to my child's teacher. Now, that is a goal. Repeat after me. A clear goal gives me energy. Why English matters? So, why should you learn English? Because English is not just a language. English is a tool to connect, a tool to grow, a tool to open doors. English helps you travel with confidence, watch movies without subtitles, understand the world better, speak to people from different countries. But more than that, English gives you a new voice. Confidence. When you speak English, you don't just learn words, you learn confidence. You learn to speak even when you are not perfect. You learn to say, I'm not sure, but let me try. Repeat after me. I do not need to be perfect. I need to be brave. Shy learners. Many learners tell me, Maury, I feel shy. Let me tell you something honest. Shy people are not weak. Shy people are careful. But English is not learned by silence. It's learned by trying. Making mistakes means you're learning. Repeat after me. Mistakes are part of my progress. Find your personal why. Now I want you to do something simple. Finish this sentence in your mind. I'm learning English because. Say it slowly. Say it again. Now say it out loud. This sentence is your fuel. When you feel tired, come back to it. Small steps connect to big goals. Here is the secret. Big goals are reached with small steps, not hours, not stress, just daily action. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, listening, repeating, thinking in English. Small habits create big change. Repeat after me. Small steps every day create big results. English as part of life. Don't make English a school subject. Make it part of your life, your phone, your thoughts, your music, your daily routine. When English becomes normal, learning becomes easier. Motivational moment. Let me tell you something important. You are not late. You are not old. You are not bad at languages. You are learning at your own pace. And that's okay. Repeat after me. I'm learning in my own time. So remember this. Learn English for a reason. Learn English with a goal, not for exams, not for pressure, but for your life. And when your reason is clear, your motivation becomes strong. Now, let me give you some real examples. Not perfect goals, real goals. Listen carefully. You can repeat after me. Some people learn English for work. They want to say, I can explain my ideas. I can join meetings. I can feel confident at work. Repeat after me. English helps me grow at work. Some people learn English for travel. They want to say, I can ask for help. I can book a hotel. I can talk to people. Repeat after me. English helps me travel freely. Some people learn English for family. They want to say, I can help my children. I can talk to teachers. I can understand school messages. Repeat after me. English helps my family. And some people learn English for themselves, for confidence, for independence, for self respect. Repeat after me. English helps me believe in myself. Your goal can change. Here is something important. Your goal does not need to be forever. Your goal can change. Today, your goal might be small. That's okay. A small goal is better than no goal. Repeat after me. My goal can grow with me. When motivation goes down, some days you feel motivated. Some days you don't. That's normal. Motivation is not magic. This is why your goal matters. When motivation is low, Your goal reminds you why you started. Repeat after me. I don't wait for motivation. I remember my reason. Connect goal to daily practice. Now listen carefully. Your goal should guide your practice. If your goal is travel, practice travel sentences. If your goal is work, practice work phrases. If your goal is confidence, practice speaking out loud. English becomes easier when practice matches your goal. Repeat after me. I practice English for my life. One simple daily promise. I want you to make one promise, not a big promise, a small one. Say this: I will practice English a little every day. Repeat after me. A little every day is enough. Before we finish, let me ask you again. Why do you want to learn English? Now your answer is probably clearer. Write it again in the comments. One sentence is enough. Your goal matters. Your voice matters. Thank you for learning with me today. In the next lesson, we will talk about something amazing. Stay with Easy Peasy English. İngilizce مستعب خوردن. We'll learn slowly. We'll learn naturally. We'll learn with purpose. See you next time.